Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, I made it in the nick of time. I had to run to the restroom. So, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. How are you guys? How is everybody doing? Let's see. Who do we have in the chat? We have Felicia Marie B. She says, Happy Wednesday, Divas. How are you? We have Mail to the B joining us from the Downsize Cruise. Love it, love it, love it. She says, Happy Wednesday. Lakeisha, how are you? How are you? Felicia, you were the first one in the chat today. How did you do it? Simply Taisha. She says, Happy Wednesday, Dee Dee and Divalicious fam. Okay, all right. Let's see. Tammy. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Hello, hello. Who else do we have? Jen. Hi, Jen. Hi, Jen. And then my little mouse skipped down, but I see you. Lovely. How are you? How are you doing? Love that. Miss Linda over there serving up the drinks on her channel. How are you? How are you? We have Z. Z says, hello, beautiful fam. We have the Cross. How are you, the Cross? How are you doing? We have Kelly. Kelly Henson. How are you? Look at those curls. And look, are those curls and pearls too in your pic? I just love a good profile pic. And we have Tanya. How are you, Tanya? Hello, hello. Well, that is so far. Those are the people in our chat. Thank you for coming this Wednesday evening. And where are you from? Can you guys tell me what state are you from? It's so warm here. I'm in Ohio. It's so warm. I have been hot, hot to try. I'm just hot. And then, sometimes it'll get cool, but downstairs in my downstairs area, my laundry room and that whole area is super cool. But like up here where I'm at with all these lights in here, it is so hot. So I have my fan going. My daughter let me borrow her little Hello Kitty fan. She had it all set up. I didn't even ask her. I said, do I look hot? Because she had it already set up. And so hopefully, and then I feel like I have like all this oiliness going on. So I'm like, geez Louise, like I just gotta cool it down. Cool it down. If I had a hot date, it might be all right. But I don't. All right. So where are you guys from? Let's see. Is it hot where you're from? Lovely is in California. Tanya is in Maryland. Okay. North Carolina, the Cross. Linda's Journey is in Virginia. Baltimore, Maryland, Kelly. Okay, very good. Taisha is in Indiana. Well, not right now, but she's from Indiana. We have Lakeisha is from Louisiana. Oh, geez, it must be hot down there. Oh, my goodness. San Diego, California. I love that. Tammy is in Illinois. Tammy, that used to be my stomping grounds, traveling to Illinois. I'm from South Florida. Okay, Mel to the B. Tampa, Florida. Okay, see, so one of my close friends lives in Tampa, and she moved. I don't know if you remember me telling this story, but she moved, and I couldn't remember where she moved. Well, she still lives in Tampa. She said she moved. So that's pretty cool. Tangi, you are not in Buffalo, New York. My BFF lives there. What? What? Oh gosh. Well, I have a couple BFFs, and one of them lives in Tampa. I mean, well, she kind of, yeah, Tampa, but this one lives in Buffalo, New York. We've been friends for like 40, almost, 40 plus years. Geez, Louise, what a small world. Healthy Spirit Podcast. Hello, hello. How are you? And then we have Kim J, Sweet Healthy Life. Hello, hello. She says, hi, Dee Dee and crew. Sunshine State over here, North Florida. You guys in Florida, in Florida, they tell you like this is the north side, this is South Florida. Like they want to make that clear what part of Florida they are from. My sister used to live in Florida. She lives in Virginia now. She used to live in Daytona Beach. And so yeah, so of course, we went to Daytona Beach and we went to Disney, and then she moved. So, and is that considered South Florida? Is that considered, what part of Florida is that? Mel and Kim, because you guys are from there. 70, that's it. It's just 77. Wait, where are you from again? Lovely California, just 77. Wow, it's like in the high 80s here. And it's been in the 90s. It was like a heat wave coming through. If the question is where we are from, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. She said, all right now in New York, a lot is going down in New York with that trial of the decade. Yes, yes, yes. New York, New York. Mel says, wowza, Jen, it's only in the 80s down in Soul Flow. Okay, all right. Jen, you are kidding me. 102. Oh my goodness. Now I wouldn't be going out unless I absolutely had to. Jeez, Louise. Hey, Real Journal Talk with V. Real Journal Talk with V. So tonight, what we're doing is I really want to just hear from you guys, and then I have kind of like I try to put a little, little twist on it, make it a little interactive. So if you're watching at home, or sometimes I know people are multitasking and they can't participate in the chat, that's okay. Just kind of say this to yourself, because I think it's okay. I think we're just, the point of this is just to really kind of check in, do a little GLP-1 community check-in, and make sure everybody is doing well. And then if we have some people who have struggles, we want to support you. If we have people who have some wins going on, we want to celebrate those. So before we get into the struggle and the wins of it all, I want to tell you guys, Paul, that's not what I wanted to tell you, but Paul is in the chat. He said it's 93 in California where he's at. Well, geez, Louise. Geez, Louise. 102. Yes, Taisha, that is just, I don't know what I would do. I mean, geez, Louise. But anyway, I got my shoulders out. I might need to go. I don't know, at 102. I don't think I'd be able to survive out there in the weather. So I want to tell you guys, I have had a busy week. And one of the things that I did, and I want you to let me know in the chat, and Paul, I don't know if you had like some kind of health checkup that you could tap into, but today I had a mammogram. Today I had my mammogram, and Wednesdays are the days I have my Pilates class, and I actually scheduled this mammogram and forgot what time my Pilates class was. So I rescheduled my Pilates class for tomorrow. And so I went and got my mammogram, and I was just thinking like, geez, Louise, it's kind of nerve-wracking, but it's also a necessity. And I'm going to tell you guys, this is why I always say you have to be an advocate for yourself. When I went to the doctor a few weeks ago, I had sent her a message saying, this is time for my yearly mammogram, and I haven't had one since last April. And so she wrote me back, and she didn't mention it, and I had forgotten that I was so into that DEXA scan. I forgot at the last time, we've got together. So anyway, she said, contact my gynecologist, blah, blah, blah. So I contacted my gynecologist's office, and my gynecologist, the secretary or someone had called me back and left a message. And she said, in order for you to get a mammogram, now I know this might not be everybody, because I've heard some people leave me messages or comments and say, you don't have to have a rec to get a mammogram. Well, every insurance, every doctor's office I guess varies. So she told, she left a message, and then I ended up calling her back, and she said, I said, well, would I have to have this, rec to get a mammogram? Like, what if I needed just a mammogram? When I had to have an appointment, and a rec, I meant, because I did call, and they said, no, we can't schedule it until you contact your doctor's office. So she said, yes, the reason is because they just want to make sure that you've had like a checkup, whatever your checkup should be for your pap smear and all that. They wanted to make sure that, I had that all lined up. And so I did not have an appointment, and I'm glad, because I remember I was saying I want to talk to my gynecologist about the whole hormones of it all. So we made an appointment, but it's not until September. She's like, okay, we'll get you in right away. And her right away was September. So in the meantime, I said, well, I don't want to wait until September to have my mammogram. And she was like, oh, well, I have to talk to the doctor. I said, well, talk to her. If she needs to talk to me, she could talk to me. I said, but I don't think I should have to wait until September, when really I should have had one, that year is in April. So yeah, so I ended up scheduling it, and then that was last week, and then I went in this week. So I tell you all that to say, you kind of have to just, like I say, always say, be an advocate for yourself. And a lot of times when they push back, you push back. You push back, because if I was somebody who was just going with the flow, I wouldn't have had my mammogram until September. And so that would have been, where I really should have had it in April if I'm doing year to year. And but I really, I wouldn't have had it till September. And it says in my records, because my breast tissue is dense, that I should be getting a mammogram. I get the 3D one, and I should be getting that every year. And so if you have not gotten a mammogram, I would tell you to get one. This is something interesting. When I was talking to the lady administering the mammogram, I don't know what her technical name is. I'm sure some of you out there know. But anyway, very nice lady. She was chatting it up with me. And one of the things I asked her, and she's smashing me down. She's like, "Oh, I saw you lost 73 pounds." I said, "Oh, now it's 74. She's like, "Oh, okay." She said, "Well, at the time you filled this out, you were 73 pounds down." So she's asking me about it, saying what a great thing that was for my health. And I said, and then here I am getting this mammogram. I said, do they have like latest technology where they could just, is that coming where they could just kind of scan you and not, have you put your goodies up on that on that pedestal and smash them down? And she told me that she didn't think that was ever coming, because she said the way, she said the way they do it now, it offers the least amount of radiation to your body. She said, but I don't never say never. She said, but I just, would think like something else would just give more more of exposure to the x-ray. So that's what she told me. I don't know how true that is, but I just thought, like, in 2025, like, we're still smashing your breast down like a pancake. If yours could be smashed down. I did ask her, I said, what do you do with people who have like breast implants or like real, like just hard, cantaloupes up there? And she's like, "Oh, we smash those babies down." She said, "We do it the best we can." She said, "But they gotta, we gotta flatten them enough to be able to do this x-ray." So I just thought that was super interesting. Super interesting. So if you guys have not had a mammogram, I would definitely get a mammogram. And so she told me my results will be back. And it's so nerve-wracking. I always try to look at their faces and see what they're doing, see what they're thinking, when they're looking, because she's looking and seeing, if she needs to get another angle or whatever. So I'll know what those results are, in the next couple days here. But that was my excitement for today. That was my excitement, getting that mammogram. So I want to know from you guys, has everybody had their mammogram? And don't be embarrassed to say, or if it's not our business, it's not our business. But I'm just curious, who's had their yearly mammogram? Some people may not need to go every year. Maybe yours is every 2 years. I go every year because, like I said, I have dense breasts, and I have like a little benchmark that they're trying to keep track of. So, and I feel comforting in knowing that I'm going every year. So, hey, I'm excited about the fact that I'm going every year. But just because it's so funny, when you talk about certain things, and I'm sure I've talked about to my friends or mentioned that, I had a doctor's appointment, had a mammogram. So I've been getting all these articles, about cancer and breast cancer and, early detection and this, that, and the other. So I thought, geez, Louise, it's just kind of, it's just kind of scary. But I am one of those people that I believe in, like, doing things, but early prevention, I should say, being proactive, not reactive. I think everything we do is kind of reactive, and if I can be proactive, I like to be proactive. So are you guys having these mammograms? I would love to know. We got some of the downsized friends up in here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Kim said Daytona is Central Florida. Okay, very good. Very good. All right. Thank you, Kim. Let's see. She's asking Paul what part of California is he from? Mel said, I had my mammogram 2 weeks ago. Thank God the results were good and clear. Yes. Thank God. Thank God. What a blessing. What a blessing. Every reading you get, I feel like it's a great blessing. Great advice, Dee Dee. I waited 2 months for an appointment. Very good. So I like the way that you followed through with that. Paul says he High Desert, originally Compton. Okay, very good. All right. I just had mine 2 weeks ago. I get it done every year. Okay, good for you. Very good. Okay, she's telling Mel she looked beautiful on that cruise. Yes, everybody did. I thought so too. I was like, oh, look at, and I like the pink that they had. The pink of it all reminds me of my mom. Paul, now I understand the high temperature. I'm in Long Beach. Okay, very good, very good. Mel is telling Grace, you are too kind. Hey, 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 we got Mindy. Mindy, we got to congratulate you again. I know you, and I think you announced it here last week. You had gotten to 100 pounds, but we want to celebrate you again. Go, Mindy. Go, Mindy. Mayor Mindy. Very good, very good. Are you enjoying that cruise, lovely lady? Okay. Tangi says, Dee Dee, your skin is glowing. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling like super warm though, but I'm gonna take that compliment and run with it. Simply Taisha says, I had one in March. It's very easy to smash mine because they're already flat. Jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness. Losing it with, or we always want to say with. Let us ask you, losing it Grace. How come you didn't call it losing it with Grace? Because I hear a lot of people trying to say that because it just kind of flows. So I'm just gonna call you Grace because it's just easier. And then I'll say that and just don't. I'll still forget to do it. Yes, I have every year. Very good, very good. I love that, Tanya. Yes, you did yours earlier this year. Real talk, real journal talk with V. You have yours coming up in October. Look at these ladies on top of it. Simply Taisha says, my mom and doctor insisted on it because my mom was diagnosed and treated for breast cancer last year. Very good. So yes, that's a good reason to go. Thank you for sharing that. Yep, every year. Very good. I love that. Hey, Dee Dee and chat. Hey, Bellflower. How are you? How are you? You know, Bellflower, we're on a committee to plan something for, you know, our community to get together and for next year, right? We want to do that. So we're gonna have to, I sent you an email, but we're gonna have to talk a little bit more. So we gotta get this party started. Because people have been reminding me about this, and I'm one of those people. I'm pretty planned ahead. So, and I have so many things I'm trying to plan with my retirement and this, that, and the other. So, yeah, we'll see. But we want it to be all inclusive. We want people to come and just be merry, be happy. Yes, Lakeisha says every year. Pammy, I just love your name. She says, hi, all. I was just catching up on the live with the downsize, and I saw Simply Taisha in the front. Simply Taisha was sitting up front, wasn't she? I saw her too on there. Very good, very good. And she's in the chat. Hi, Linda's Journey. She says, August is my month. Every year, my breasts used to be so dense, it was horrible to get a mammogram. With weight loss, they are thinner. Yay. So the lady said, I bet you lost weight in your, I have to scratch my back. Jeez Louise. The lady said, I bet you lost weight in your, your boobies too. And I said, well, yeah, hopefully I did. Hopefully I did. Let me see. I'm going to venture off here and see. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, yes. Let me see. I had to venture off for a second. All right. So mine, I don't know. She said, she said you lost weight in your breast. I have. You know what? I just thought about that. I had to, get rid of 2 bras because they were too big. How about that? 2 of my bras were too big. So yes. How about that? Diana, it's very important because it will save your life. Yes. And look at that profile pic you changed yours to. I love that. Thank you. Okay, so Z says she had hers done in December. Yes, twin. I had my mammo at the end of April. I love that. Diriam. You know what? I couldn't stick around in that downsized chat, but did you answer my question? Because you've been asking me about this cruise. I want to know, are you going on that cruise? I want to know. I would love to know. Okay. All right. What are you guys saying? Just got back from getting your nails done. I go tomorrow. Last month, I decided to treat myself and get my nails done. I kept it natural for years and then press. Well, I'm going to tell you guys something. This is so funny because my nails need to be done desperately. Of course, they are not. Like, you know how you are at that stage. And I really know when I need to get them done because my daughter will say, Mom, you got that white, and she'll say, Mom, you got the white stuff between your she's like, you got the white stuff between, like the space between your nails. And I'm like, that means they need to be done and filled in. So it's just so funny. So yeah, I have to get my nails done. But I'm going to tell you guys the reason why I am so just, I don't know what I should call it, stressed out is because I feel like I've been, you know how like you have a lot of stuff going on that you're doing and you want your nails to look super nice. Well, a lot of times my nails have not looked super nice. When I'm doing these, different things, and I'm like, geez, oh man, this is the time where I should have had my nails done. So I'm going to share with you guys before we really get into this. I'm so excited about this little collab I have going on. So I don't know, it may pop up on the screen here. Let me know if you see it. Okay. So, I've been interviewing, doing back to my interviews, and I got to get that Calendly app link up so any, person can just interview with me. But I have this interview coming out today, and this is the collab that you guys did not know you needed. But I collaborated with Allie from Fit Flavor Fun. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Allie and we just had a ball. We had a ball. So, yeah, I interviewed with her and it was so funny. I was trying not to show my hands but I couldn't help it because I kind of talk with my hands because my nails could look better. So I was like, geez, Louise, I can't worry about it. The good thing about Allie is she's not like glammed up like that where she's like, you know what I'm saying? So she's probably like, girl, please. I didn't say anything to her, but I was thinking that. But yeah, so I interviewed with Allie. So you guys, after this live, don't click off the live and go watch that video. I think I scheduled it to come out at 9:15 tonight. So you guys have to watch this interview. When I'm telling you, I asked her everything I wanted to know. So she is live. She is live right now. We're live at the same time, but that's okay. That's okay. So I said to Allie, and here she is. I'm going to text her in a second. So I have two thumbnails. I did not know which thumbnail I should put up. So which one do you guys think is the best thumbnail? Choice A or choice B? Put that in the chat. What do you think? Choice A or is it choice B? Here's A. Here's B. Okay, so let me know which thumbnail. So I have them both. I have there. You might see one or you might see the other up there. But I'm going to tell you, when you watch the interview, it's a long interview. We could have kept talking, but I don't know if you guys were with me on Sunday. Remember, my live was late on Sunday. Well, that's the reason why I was late. I had blocked out 2 hours, and actually we went past 2 hours. We were just talking. And I said, okay, let me go in here, Allie, and reschedule my live to 2:30 so we can finish up because we were going to do it another time and we just finished up. So that's how much we were talking. But let me tell you, she answers everything. I asked her about mochi. I asked her about the roasting. I asked her about everything. And so the end of the interview, and it's just a great interview. Like, sometimes I watched it back a couple of times, as I was trying to edit some things and add pictures and all that. And, I was laughing, but I was also times where I could have cried. So you got to watch it. I was looking at what you guys said. So you got to watch it. And I'll let you know. I did like a thumbnail test. So we'll see which one, the people out there choose. You guys, would probably watch it if it just, had just her name on it, and, because you guys are a part of this family. But we'll see what the people out there in YouTube land say. But yeah, so I just want you guys to watch the whole interview. That's kind of why, because I know sometimes and really the last half of it is the best. Okay, that's where we're getting down to the nitty gritty. But even at the beginning, I kind of asked her stuff that, you know, how you watching people and people say like you got questions about people like you really want to know. So any of those questions I asked her. So I thought that was super cool. So I just wanted to get that out. So tonight, before you go to bed, or either tune in the morning and check out that interview. It's about an hour and 39 minutes long, but I'm telling you, it is worth it. It is worth it. If you were ever curious about this lady, then you're going to find out. So anyway, I'm about to text her too, because I told her I would text her and let her know when this interview was coming out. So back to the topic at hand here. So I want to, let me see what you guys are saying about the choices of the topic. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot of people. Lovely says she keeps it real. She does. I love that. So you guys are saying A. I see an A. I see a B. Trucker Cat Hikes. How are you? How are you? All right. A lot of people are saying B. B is the one with her and I. You think so? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Some people, somebody who does a good job with interviews told me to do the second one too with my face on it. And I'm thinking they don't need my face on here. But yeah, maybe that wasn't so bad after all. So we'll see. I can't wait to report back to let you guys know in about 3 weeks or so, you know, which one people are choosing. Mary Lynn Elizabeth, how are you? Look at you. Look at that hair. Oh, I'm loving the hair, the bangs, the whole shebang. I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm such a girly girl. I just love that. Darium, okay, he's saying B. We got B, we got A, we got B, we got A, we got let's see, we got A, we got B, we got A, we got B. Yes, yes, yes. We got another A, another B, B. Oh, hey Pamela. She says, hey Dee and crew, taking a break from packing to say hi. Hope everyone is having a great week. We are Harjareen. Hello, hello, Harjareen. Mary, how are you? Oh my goodness. You know, my secret, I don't know if it's a secret, but I would love to be one of those announcers that announces like a sports team. And I feel like that's what I do here. Like I just love to make people feel special, and like it's a big deal with their name. So if ever I don't do that with your name, it's because I thought I said it. It's not like, you know, it's not intentional. But yeah. So yes, people love that good before and after. I would agree. I would agree. I would agree. Yes, yes, yes. So I have some other good interviews on the horizon coming up. I mean, you know, besides this, but I love talking to people. Can you tell? I love the chat. I love to talk to people. Once you get me in a chat mood, it's on and popping, but I have to kind of get there. You say, oh, it's Darren says, I trust the content creators who know how the algorithm works. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So let me ask you guys. So let's talk about some struggles, right? Because I want to talk about the struggles of it all, and we want to talk about the win. So is there anybody struggling with something? You know, I was talking to Kim J, Sweet Healthy Life. Where is she at? Right here. Kim, wait, that's Kim. Where is Kim? Kim. I was talking to Kim. We were texting, and then she just called me. And Kim said, and we were talking, and I was telling her, she was asking me how I was doing on this 12.5, and I told her my struggle. Well, maybe today is my injection day, but I was telling her my struggle to eat is not as you know, overwhelming and prevalent as it was. Okay, sorry about that. So my struggle to eat is not as prevalent as it was at all. And so that is very good, because I ate earlier. I ate like 3 times today. So I was able to get in those calories, and, you know, and I'm excited about that. But I take my injection, so it's probably going to be suppressed again. And this is kind of like the pattern of when I started my GLP-1 journey. The first few days, the appetite suppression was just in there. And then the last like 3 days of the injection, you know, it kind of wore off. And then I would get my appetite back slowly but surely. But I wasn't really having food noise with it. I just could eat, but I wasn't thinking about food all the time. So I felt that with this 12.5, like the first, it was super strong. And now, like I said, I was able to eat 3 times today. And the meals were little. I took a picture. I'll show you guys on Sunday. the little meals, but I made sure like I have been getting that in. And then one of the things that I did, I took it back down now, but I had a Starbucks drink, and I like to add water. When I drink it halfway down, I add water to it. And so I had a bigger one, and I added water to it. And so I've been drinking that, and I didn't drink my protein shake today. So, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit it in, but my goal is to drink it before I take my injection. So, so that's my struggle, and my struggle is actually going away, and then I'm taking another injection. So who knows? It may come back. I'm not quite sure. So we shall see. We shall see. All right. So any struggles? I don't see anybody struggle with that. Mary Lynn Elizabeth. She said, "I love your energy." Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I have to keep this. I have to keep it going. And it's so funny because Mary, I say to myself, like, how am I on YouTube 3 times a week? Anytime I talk to some content creators that I've interviewed, other than, Simply Taisha, we talk all the time, but some other content creators, who I've interviewed or I talk to here and there, they'll say like, how are you doing live 3 times a week and you're upbeat and energetic? And then, I'm trying to make videos on top of that. So it's just, I don't know how I'm doing it, but I am doing it. So I thank you. I'm trying to keep my energy going. So if ever I come on here, my energy is low, I probably can't, because that means I really need sleep. And actually I've gotten sleep, but the funny thing is I can see for some reason I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. This is another struggle. Maybe you guys can help me with it. I don't know what it is, but like right under my eyes, it looks so bad, like baggy. And I am sleeping. I am sleeping. So it's not like I'm not getting sleep. So it's so funny because that interview I just did with Allie, my eyes were so like puffy, I felt like, and I thought, why not put tea bags or something on them before that interview? So even now when I went in the mirror, I didn't see these bags, but because I sit up close on the camera, that's another thing. I notice when other people are doing stuff, they're kind of farther back. For me, I got to be all up in your grill. And I'm not sure what that's about. I feel like it's like that closeness, right? Like I feel like, I'm just like talking to like my friends, right? So I think that's what it is. But, I don't know. I'm going to go to my dermatologist. That's the one appointment I haven't made yet. And I'm going to see if she could recommend something for these, my eyes, because I feel like they're a little baggy right here. So we will see. I have no idea. But okay, so what are your struggles? So my struggles are, one of them is just has corrected itself. And then my other struggle, these nails, and then I want to fix tomorrow. That has nothing to do with this, but that's my self-care routine though, right? It's a part of my whole weight loss self-care. So I'm doing that tomorrow. But these eyes, like the bags under my eyes. Yeah, so you're right. It does make me feel special hearing you say hi to me. My husband calls it romper room. Do you guys remember that show? Yes, 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 I do. Oh, I'm glad you feel special. You are special. Marjorie says, I was able to get back on my shot as of yesterday. I did titrate up to 10 milligrams. Well, yes, 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 Marjorie. She was able to get back on. Very good. Harjareen, you put up these most thoughtful posts on your community tab, and I just think that is so awesome. I said, this lady is like deep. She's a deep thinker. And when I need some inspiration, I'm going to hit you up. I was like, geez, Louise, or go back to your channel. I mean, you are so inspirational. I love that. She says, I have been struggling mentally. I tried to get off of one of my mental meds of 17 years, and that did not go good. But as of tonight, I am back on it. I was sleeping most of the days that I stopped taking it. Okay. Or did you say taking it? Yes. You said I was missing all the lives. Sorry, guys. That is okay. That is okay. I always say you got to take care of yourself first. You got to take care of yourself first. So maybe, were you trying to wean yourself off of it, Marjorie, or did you just go cold turkey? Because I know that it's probably a struggle to go cold turkey off of something that you've been so used to having in your system. Yeah. Oh man. So we're glad you're back though. We are glad you are back. Take care of yourself first. I always say that family first and then even you before the family, because I think a lot of us are probably in these over where we overate and we took care of so many other people and we took care of ourselves last. So I think you got to take care of yourself first, because if I'm no good, who's going to take care of my daughter? I have to remember to say that to myself. Slims in the making. I love that. Slims in the making. What is the good, the bad, and the ugly of being a content creator? Okay, great question. Okay. So for me, the good is interacting with you guys. I never thought I would be on camera. I was off camera for so long. I always tell that, but I think that's important for people to know. So I was audio for so long. When I finally got on camera, it was interacting with people. Like, I love the live interactions. It was just easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And even though I'm kind of on the shy side, which you probably can't tell, but I am, like, when you first meet me, I'm kind of reserved, I kind of like, lay out the land. And then I think people expect me to be so bubbly, which I'm always smiling. I really do keep a smile on my face. And so, I think that invites people, because people talk to me everywhere I go. And I think it's because I'm, if I'm smiling all the time, I look probably friendly and welcoming and all of that. And then I have my daughter with me and people are always asking about her. So, so I have that going on. So I would say interacting with people is the good. Also, being able to share my story and then inspire people at the same time. Like, whoever thought I'd be inspiring people to lose weight? And you guys are inspiring me. The bad part about it, I just would say it's time consuming. It really is time consuming. If I wasn't live 3 times a week, I still would be spending a lot of time editing those videos. Because when I was, not showing my face, and when I was editing videos, I was doing a lot of extra stuff, like adding stuff to it. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to bring my voice to life. So I had a lot of B-roll going on. And then once I got, got to showing my face, and I don't know, you guys can tell me, when people are making videos, do you want to see them in the video talking the whole time? Do you like the B-roll? Do you like the added things? I don't know. But I'm so used to doing that was just ingrained in what I was doing. It takes up a lot of time. I'm going to be honest. Like, sometimes I'm looking for the right video or picture to add to my video. And it's like I look up and it's an hour and a half later. And so that has taken up so much of my time, which is, when it's taking up your time, it's taking up your family time. So a lot of times, I'm on YouTube when I'm not with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing things for YouTube, even behind the scenes. So that's the bad part. The ugly part about it, I don't know that I've had an ugly part. You know what? I have had an ugly part. I'm take that back, but I'm not going to share that right now. I'm going to wait and share that when it's appropriate. So there is an ugly part. And yeah, and I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to share that right now, but one of these days I'm going to share it. And yeah, I will. So, but let's just keep it positive. But thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I will just say, this brings me joy to be on here talking to you guys. If I didn't love it, like it, I wouldn't really do it. One of the other good things I will say about it is because obviously it's way more good than bad. And I don't really consider those things kind of bad. It's just time consuming. I always say time is the one thing. And, anybody who's talked to me off this platform that I met through YouTube, I tell them your time you cannot get back. Use it wisely. And when people say time is money, I would say it's even more valuable than money. And so, and if you're on here, and another thing I will say too, I know you guys are getting like ads and I know you guys are getting like ads and things like that, during these live streams and all of that. You really don't make a lot of money on YouTube at all. Like, when I finally got monetized, people would tell me that, but it's definitely true. You don't. And so you really have to do it because you love it. And I'm sure there are people who have like, I think if you have like 30, 50, all those kind of subscribers, or 30,000 people watching every video that you put out. Maybe you're making the big bucks, but if you're not getting that, you're not really making big bucks at all. And so it really can't be about the money. Now, I'm going to be honest, like I've gotten some sponsorship offers, and I've told you guys, I remember I was telling my live members only, during a members only live, I was talking about that and saying how this jewelry company reached out to me to promote their jewelry and to be a sponsor. And I was thinking they want a 52-year-old lady. Because I went and looked at some of the other girls, and most of those girls were younger, or they may have had somebody older, like an older lady. So I guess I fit in the middle. And so, and I didn't end up doing that. At that time, I really wasn't ready. And I don't know if I'm ready now, it's like, I was like, that's not even weight loss, And so, because I don't see myself as like a beauty type of person, but I guess I could work a good earring and promote or a necklace if they needed me to. But to me, and then it's some other things that have come along that I've turned down, and something recently that has come along that I want to use for myself first before I say it to offer it to anybody or get anybody else involved. But there are some other things that I'm working on, so that I'll be, rolling out here. And I feel like it's almost July. I thought I would have had this all covered by now, but I've just been busy. My daughter's schedule, like she's like a grown lady. Her schedule is like a grown lady. It's always something going on with her. So yeah, it keeps me busy. But anyway, that was a great question. I don't know if other people answered it in here, so there's some content creators in here, but yeah. So Mary says, I'm definitely going to watch the video of you and Allie. I really like her too. Yes. Bev, how are you? Bev, oh my gosh, I've been checking on this lady. Beverly, are you doing good? Let me know. Let us know. Harjarine, yeah, I hope you're feeling better too. I went off on a tangent on that question. People are just saying hello to, where's Harjarine? I skipped down. Wait, okay. All right, wait. Okay, let me see Harjarine. I skipped down. Where is Harjarine? Okay, please take care of yourself, Harjarine. I'm glad you find the meds to help you get back to you. Yes. That's so important. I love that. Okay, so she did say she quit cold turkey, but now I realize you should have stayed on it. Yeah, at least you try to get off, and now you know what you need to do. And then maybe if that's your goal, you could maybe wean yourself off of it slowly over time. If you did it cold turkey, I'm a slow and steady person probably with everything, but if I need to like do something cold turkey, I will try it. But that's so tough. Gosh, I give you a lot of credit. Oh, take care of yourself, though. Take care of yourself. You're inspiring us. You're going through that and you're still inspiring people. So God bless you. Jeez Louise. Thank you for that. Okay. So Darian said, glad you're getting back on track. I see that. This is the word I've been looking for, trucker. I think I became an introvert when I gained a bunch of weight. But I do like to talk to people too. My mom always said she knows no strangers. Kind of, I'm like that too. But that's the word. I keep, saying different words, but introvert is the word. And I think I became that when I gained a lot of weight. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. We have a super chat. Slams in the making. Oh my gosh. She says, you're one of my faves. Excellent responses. And thanks for your honesty. Oh my goodness. You are so welcome. Thank you. Okay. I got to give you this super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. StreamYard does not shut me down. One of the things I realized is, I have to buy a new computer. My computer is so old. It's been doing its thing, but it's so old. So I will be buying a new computer. So thank you for that. I appreciate you and appreciate that. So people are saying that was so generous. Yes, it was. Thank you. Did I skip down? I think I skipped down. to way too far down. Wait a minute. Let's see. Okay. That's what happens when I venture off. Pam. Okay, I saw that. Pam said I do make her feel special. Okay, Pam is saying a plastic surgeon told me that a plastic surgeon told me that now we look like we have bags under our eyes because we're losing fat in our cheeks and the fat. I was wondering that, Pam. You know, my friend Derek, I'm going to ask him about that. But I was going to go to my dermatologist too. I'm long overdue to go back to her. But yeah, I was wondering that because I'm like, I'm not sleepy. I'm not sleepy. And I can see I'm probably going to be one of those candidates. So maybe like a company that sees me struggling on here will say, sponsor, I want to sponsor you with this product because I feel like I'm getting like the droopy syndrome. Like I could feel it coming on. And that's okay. You know what? Whatever I go through, you guys are just going to see it. It is what it is. I mean, what are you going to do? And what are you going to do? You said, I find myself having to take vitamin B12 every morning. Plus, I have to take magnesium, glycinate every day. Okay, I do take that too. And they say to take that at night. So I take that at night. You know what? I take that back. I was taking it at night. Now I've been taking it in the morning with my daughter because I want her to see, like, I'm taking these vitamins. So to get her to take her vitamins and want to take them, I take mine with her. So yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's see. What else are you guys saying? Okay, I scrolled down way too much. Okay, so we have a struggle. I struggle with getting my water intake. I aim for 120 ounces, but I'm only drinking 80. The struggle is real. Yes. But 80 is good because I think the recommendation, well, of course they say it goes by how much you weigh. So I shouldn't even say that because I don't know how much you weigh. But I always hear the minimum is 64 ounces. So if you're getting up to 80, I think that's great. But if your doctor told you something else, or you should be drinking 120 for whatever reason, go with that. I think that's great though. Dee Dee, you are such a sweetheart. Thank you for checking on me. I so appreciate your kind heart. Oh my goodness. Of course. Yes. God bless you, Hargerine. Doctor told me I could get off my water pill, but I decided to go right back on them because I didn't like that my pressure was easing back up a little. I said, not just yet, Kim J. Yes, and you have to go off how you feel, Kim. So that is great. You're going off how you feel. Thanks for that. Has anyone ever told you you look and sound like Garcelle, who used to be on The Real? Yes. You know what? Now, when this lady told me that, was that you? I think it was another lady who told me that's all no, it wasn't you. So this is the second person. So yeah, this lady told me I look like Garcelle Bouvier. I think that's how you pronounce her name, from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And she used to be on the Jamie Foxx show years and years ago as Fancy. That's what her name is Fancy. Remember that Drake song? You're fancy now. So anyway, she said that, and I thought, oh, nobody's ever told me that. People used to tell me I look like Queen Latifah. Like some of my students and their parents would say that, like years ago, that I had that Queen Latifah look. And I think we used to wear our hair kind of similar. So now I've been getting that. So like you're the second person that told me that. How cool. Well, you know what? I'm in good company because I think she's a pretty nice looking lady. So thank you. Yeah, somebody else told me that. It says you could be twins. She's so classy. You totally remind me of her. Thank you. So I'll take that. So you think I'm classy too. So I love that. And my goal is not even to be that, but I just think that that's just me. That's just always kind of been me. Like, I'm kind of on the lady line, what do you call that? The lady like side. I don't know if that's what you call it. All right, very good. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I said if I get compliments, and I've been telling you guys that too, when we get compliments, you know how we're so quick to say no, or no, but my hair, but this, but that. And and I've been saying I need to practice what I preach and what I even tell my daughter. Like when somebody gives you a compliment, take it and say thank you. And we have to like build that confidence and keep it moving. So I hope I modeled that because that's what I was trying to do. You said, sure. Let's see. Sure don't. LOL. You have to love it to stick with it, in my opinion. Okay. All right. Very good. Yes, you do. You do. I was so happy when you started showing your face. I definitely didn't watch as often in the early days. I like faces, and yours is beautiful. Yes. But I will say, Tia, I'll never forget this. You were my first interview I did was with Janae Nicole. I think that was Kim today saying she watched her latest video. She was my first interview, and actually, this was the first time I had ever seen. I think Dave on the Pen may have done it, before, but I had a group of girls that came on my live stream, and it was like four of us, and we were all chatting, and it was stemmed off of my interview with her. Maybe I had four or five people on. And so, but I remember, Tia, you were laying on your couch, you said, and you were chiming in. And remember that video, that live was 3.5 hours long. And we were just chatting it up. It started off with my interview with Janae Nicole, and she's kind of like a YouTube, Instagram, I think, influencer, and wow, I just love her story because when I see her older videos, she was a chunky girl. I think she got up to 300 pounds. And then she has lost over 100 pounds. I want to say she's like in the 120, 130 range she's lost, and she takes Zepbound. And she was taking Zepbound. I don't know if she switched to, compounds or what, but she was taking Zepbound. And she just, geez Louise, I'll never forget that you spent like a lot of that live with me, and that was early on. And that was, I want to say, in October of 2024. I kind of remember it like it was yesterday. So yeah, so Tia, yes, we go back. I love that. Thank you for that, Tia. Let's see. Something other than money is the motivator, simply Taisha. So is he asking her that? Um, she says, we know something is not right. Yes, you do know. If you know your body, they want to tap into your demographic, and you are beautiful, and there's that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, my demographic, right? I guess that's true. That's probably so true. Okay, and then we got our super chat back up here. Okay, okay. Let's see. Okay, so I scrolled down to that part. Let's see. Let me find out. Dee Dee is out here giving opulent vibes to the world. A rich auntie. And isn't that Garcelle? Garcelle quit that show. That's something I probably would have did. Like, you just take this show and shove it. But I go back to what I don't want to mess up her name. Mary Lynn Elizabeth said she is a classy lady. So she left in a classy way. So I think she'll be able to go back. And I always say that, if you have to break it off or break up, hopefully you can still come back. All right. So that is true. That is true. I knew somebody was going to say the demure. I thought it was going to be male. Okay. Dee Dee. Yes, it is male. Dee Dee, you're demure. She says, yes, you could be her twin. Even your voice and mannerisms are similar. And yes, of course, you're classy too. Thank you. Thank you. That is so awesome. Speaking of rich auntie, are you all having a great time? Yes, on that cruise. How about that? Wait. Are you all having a great time? B-Mail, be ready for the 2026 cruise. All right. That 2026 cruise. I know you had no clue what I was talking about, Dee Dee. It was a response to content creation. Okay, of course. I thought so. That's why I said, is that something I don't know about? You remember that? That was a great night. That was a great night. And before that, like I said, I didn't see people teaming up and collaborating with these GLP-1s like that. So I think that opened people up to the possibility. And isn't that so cool when somebody opens the door, we all just kind of step through it. So that was so fun. I enjoyed that. I thought that was a great night. Yes, I love me some Garcelle. I do look at the Jamie Foxx show. You said I missed The Real. Loved her in movies too. Was she on The Real, like the talk show? Um, let's see. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Okay, let's see where. Okay, so Taisha said, Absolutely, dear. Expected to make any money, so it's all icing on the cake. Okay, very good, very good. All right, so I have a bunch of questions here, but let's skip down. We're gonna, I want this to be a little interactive, so I want to see what you guys are going to show. She was on the Real Talk Show. Okay, I didn't realize. I did realize that. That's right. She was on the Real, and I think she left the Real and went to Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, I mean, all right now. Okay. All right. So we're going to play a game of GLP-1, this or that. Okay. So I want you to put, you're going to have to type in the chat, whichever one you would choose. If you want to explain it, go ahead. I may ask you to explain it. And if you don't want to, you could just say pass. You don't have to do it. But some of you, I might be curious as to why did you choose that? So this is called this or that. So I'm going to ask you. Now, let's say medication in this GLP-1 community was free. It was free. Come on, come on, get you some, get you some. What would you choose if you had a choice? And let's just say it's not dependent on, oh, I have diabetes, oh, I have a heart, disease. It just, if you could choose, well, maybe that is an influence. Okay, I'll take that back. But which one would you choose if you had a choice, Ozempic or Mounjaro? Which one would you choose? You only could choose one. Ozempic. You could just put an O or M in the chat too if you're nasty like Janet Jackson. So which one would you choose? This or that? Ozempic or Mounjaro? Which one would it be? Oh, I love the MJ. That's my favorite basketball player in the whole wide world. And I know he's retired, but Michael Jordan. Oh, look at all these M's. Okay, the big M, MJ, MJ. Anybody giving anybody? She says Zepbound. Okay, but remember, Mounjaro and Zepbound are kind of the same too. So yeah, we're rolling with it. I love it. Okay, all right. WV, how are you? WV, welcome to the chat. Okay, yes, yes. Well, remember, Mounjaro and Zepbound are pretty much the same, right? It's just if you have type 2 diabetes, you're probably getting yours for way less than these Zepbound folks, right? Doesn't that annoy you because it's the same thing? Jeez, Louise, don't let me get off on a tangent. Let me keep this together. All right, so everybody said Mounjaro or Zepbound. No one said Ozempic or Wegovy. Do we have any Ozempic or Wegovy people in the house? Pam says, I have never taken Ozempic or Wegovy. Okay. What I really like is the retatrutide. Yes, you can't wait for that to come out. I know. And you know what? I would take that too. Now, I wonder how much that bad baby's going to be priced at. I'm just wondering. All right, so the Zepbound folks. Okay, so Zepbound, that's like saying Mounjaro, so we'll take that. We'll take that. Okay, how about this one? Would you rather have appetite suppression, okay, or would you rather have fewer cravings? Which one would you rather have? Appetite suppression or fewer cravings? A retatrutide trucker wants retatrutide too. Okay, okay. All right, so Harjarine also took Wegovy, but you're still going with that MJ, M to the J. Love it. Yeah, it's going to be pricey, Mary. I guarantee you it's going to be priced out the wazoo. But I'm hoping that it kicks down the price of Mounjaro or Zepbound. And Taisha also took it. Okay, interesting. I thought no one would choose. Of course, you guys know I'm Mounjaro, so I'm going with that Mounjaro. That was my first answer. So I'm going to say, if I had to choose, I'm going to go with the A to the P. Okay, I'm gonna text, let me wait till you guys. Okay, I'm gonna check and make sure this video came out. Jeez Louise. Okay, all right, so I'm surprised. I thought we were gonna have more people choose something different. So, geez Louise. Okay, all right, all right, all right. So what do we have here? So we have fewer cravings, appetite suppression, fewer cravings, fewer cravings. Oh, I'm so surprised. Fewer cravings, fewer cravings. Suppression. Okay, Jennifer, I'm with you with the suppression. Fewer cravings. Cravings. What? Cravings. I'm so shocked. All right, Tanya, another appetite suppression. Oh, Darian, geez, Louise. I need to get another job. You said Redditrutai is going to be $3,000 to $5,000. Geez, Louis. I hope not. I'm not even going to put that on the screen. Eli Lilly might be watching. Appetite suppression. All right, Tammy, I'm with you on that. That's a hard one. Fewer cravings. Okay, good. Suppression. We got wait, where is it at? We got suppression. We got another fewer cravings. We got an AP is me. Okay, we got suppression. Okay, fewer cravings. That was a good. This shocked me saying the cravings. Are you guys having a lot of cravings? WV says you would say AP, appetite suppression. Okay. Silence in the food noise. Okay. I never had appetite suppression. Never. Jeez, Louise. You gotta need that big baby. But I don't think you're on 15. Are you, Darian? I want to say you're on if you're on 10 or 12.5. So maybe you need that 15 to give you that suppression. If you are on 15, then you're just gonna need that the big daddy of them all, like the dinosaur. Countess calls it the dinosaur, Redditrutai. That just cracks me up. I need a lot more ordinary people to take and report back on. Okay, why did you say ordinary people? That is just too funny to me. You said before you even think about taking it. Okay. You said both. Lovely. You got to choose one. Slims in the making said no more food noise. Okay, okay. You said I think Redditrutai will have a very high threshold for qualifications, and agreed, Didi. I think that others will be priced better. Forklipron is the cheapest, right? Because that's the pill. And then Zep and Mounjaro slightly lower price than currently. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. I think so too. You says, I think when it's retroactive, when it comes out, there will be a price war. Yeah, because we got to remember too, it's not just Lilly, right? It's Novo Nordisk. A lot of people are getting into this GLP-1 game. And when that stuff comes out, did you guys just hear about in China, they just had great stats and a great research report. And they're showing some high numbers with that weight loss, that percentage of body fat, you can lose. And so somebody was telling me today, I don't know if I take that. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just never going to say never, but it's all interesting to me. It really is. Okay, I got it, Tucker. You said Redditrutai. Yes. So Kim says, I can't wait for that reason, DDM meal, so more people can afford tirzepatide. I agree. All right. Okay, Darian, he says he's on 12.5. Okay, so we're 20 with the dose. Okay. But you're going to 15 soon. Okay, let me just send this little quick message here. Okay, so you guys are putting a lot of stuff in there. So while I'm texting this message, and then we're gonna there's a difference between cravings and food noise, because I don't think I've ever had either before the meds. Okay, really? You don't think you had either before the meds? I've never heard anybody say that, but I'm sure there are a lot of people just like you out there. Okay, very good, very good. Didi, I think if you have suppression, then I think you wouldn't have the cravings as much. If you're being suppressed, you don't want to eat. That's why I chose that, right? Because I feel like if I'm being suppressed, I'm not going to be having cravings to think about food. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe that's not true. But that's what I'm thinking. Okay, let me send this quick message. All right, so here's the next one. Ooh, would you rather have, now think about this. Would you rather have slow and steady weight loss, or a quick drop in your weight and then you plateau? Which one is it going to be? You want slow and steady weight loss. Now be truthful, because I'm slow and steady, and I don't know. Some of these comments I'm getting with my slow and steady video, I don't know, people could have hacked it out for 15, 16 months and be down 74 pounds. It sounds like a big number, but over time, that's not a fast weight loss. So could you do the slow and steady, or would you do the quick drop and then you hit that plateau? Which one is it? I can't wait to see what you guys are saying about that. So I don't know if folks can handle that. All right, what do you guys think? Okay, let me just send this. All right. Okay, what are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? Okay, so Mary says lots of people are already on the Retta via the gray market. Do we know if that's true? Because isn't it fake though? I always thought it was fake, but is it not? Okay, all right. Jeez Louise. But suppression is not in my card, so I focus on glucose control right now. Okay, very good. So I love that. You focus on what you can control. I agree with you. Let somebody else be the guinea pig. Yes, yes, yes. But they have people in the study. They have people in that study. I agree with Mel B. Will require a higher BMI. It's the big, it's a big daddy. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And Darium saying they're going to make that bar pretty high. Same here, Darium. The food chatter might be down, but when it's mealtime, it's definitely time to eat. Okay, very good. Mary Lynn, is it really Retatrutide? I don't know what they are on, injecting stuff into their bodies that says, um, not for human or animal consumption. Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise. Yeah, if it's not even good for them, for to be an animal to be using it, I definitely don't want it. All right, so it was slow and steady or a quick drop and then you plateau. I'm going to be checking in a second. All right. All right. Wait. Jeez Louise. Okay, what are you guys saying? Oh, I see a lot of slow and steady. For sure, Grace, Darium said, I'm getting satiety, so I'm not overeating. Okay, good, good, good. All right, we got some slow and steady, 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 slow and steady because of the loose skin. Yes, yes, yes. All right, very good, very good. Okay, slow and steady, slow and steady, slow and steady. Everybody, slow and steady, loose skin. Yes, yes, yes. Wait a minute. Kim says, hold up. Wait a minute. She says, quicker drop first, then slow and steady for me, just like it happened in real life. So you did a quick drop, but you got to go with that plateau. You haven't plateaued out. See, it's not, the choice isn't quick and then slow and steady. It's quick and then a plateau. So which one are you going to choose, Kim, 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 Kim? Slow and steady, although I would love to drop it off quickly. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. What if Snoop Dogg just came on my live and started singing, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Okay, wait, I didn't read the whole thing. You said, but I'm praying my way through the weight journey. Yes, and we all are. You don't like the weight, but you're praying. Okay, we all are. I love that, Bev. Low and slow and steady. I wouldn't trust a quick drop. I feel like I wouldn't feel good most of the time with the quick drop. Uh, uh, um, uh, uh, okay. Okay, all right. So let's see. Let me see. Oh, I they scrolled me down. What is going on? Where did I leave off? Tangy. Okay. Okay, so this is important because I think anybody out there watching, you're going to need to see this. Kim says she agrees because lesser loose skin. I wish I trained at the very start for less loose skin, but it's all good. So yes, I know what you're saying. But I think too, Kim, even at, when you're a certain age, I think you're still going to yeah, I think you're still going to have those situations where your skin is going to be loose. So maybe you wouldn't have as much loose skin, but I think some is just to be expected, especially when you're over, I would say 30, 35, 30, 35. Let's see. Okay, okay. All right. I'm not going to read that because I don't want them to like ding my channel. People have been getting Facebook pages and groups and posts taken down for talking about some of these things. So I'm not going to read those, but I see you, Mary. I see ya. Oh wait, what wiggles? I did wiggles all the way down, but I did like having 6 to 8 each month. Okay, okay, I see what you're saying. So it's steady, slow and steady. Slow and steady. Sorry for the delay. The internet slow and steady. That's okay. By the time I got down here, I didn't even notice. Dee Dee, I got the notification about your interview. Yay! Yes, yes, yes. Slow and steady. Okay, I feel like I still have loose skin either way. Yes. Pam, geez, Louise, we gotta give you some confetti. Girl, oh my gosh, 160 pounds. And you know what? Yes, I know you say that every time we see you, but I mean, that's just to be commended. Geez, Louise, 160 pounds. I mean, geez, Louise, lady, excellent, excellent, excellent. You said, slow and steady is the way to go. My loss was very quick, but I consider myself a hyper responder. I lost a lot of muscle in the beginning. 100% do not recommend. So that's one of the reasons why you're always saying slow and steady, simply Taisha, because she lost her weight fast. But when she went and got that DEXA scan, I love to say this, hold up, wait a minute. They were like, no, 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 ma'am, you lost that muscle. And Taisha, it changed. I feel like it changed the trajectory of your weight loss after that. So I love that. Thank you for sharing that because that's so important. Because we don't want to lose that muscle. A lot of us have been stressing that, and yeah, I hope people are really getting that. God made my journey perfect for me. Mentally, a long stalk would have gotten me down. Okay, very good. Yes. A stall. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. I agree. All right, yeah, I agree with that. It's for you. Yes, please be careful with the access. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, all right, very good. So you're doing so you're doing the Zepbound. Very good, Mary. You're doing the Zepbound. We love that. Stay on the Zepbound train. You're a person slims and I'm making. Thank you. Quick enough to drop to prepare for the plateau. Yes. As Taisha always says, let me try to sound like Taisha. Now I know I don't look like Taisha. But I'm gonna try to sound like Taisha. She's so serious and cute with it too. She's like, we should share our journeys, but we should never compare them. Oh, no, Taisha, Taisha, Taisha. Taisha, I mean, he put never. Now Taisha is so cool, calm, and collected with it. She's like, just take it easy. She's like, chilled out. I love it. For real, slow and steady might be the best path. I know it, but it's truly testing my oh gosh, I love the for real, for real. Where are you from? Because they say that around here, for real, for real. I don't say it, but people do say it. I absolutely yes, 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 you did. Don't you like how I frame that, Taisha? Yes, ma'am. All right. Dee Dee, hold up. Wait a minute. Don't you feel like you need to be like in a dance class or something like not a class, but like in a dance, place? Like, hold up. Wait a minute. Like we need some Dougie Fresh in the house. You guys know Dougie Fresh. Remember Dougie Fresh? Yes, Dee Dee may not have as much loose skin. It started at the beginning of the journey, or even better, if we were doing it before the journey. But again, I'm good with, yeah. Yeah, it's like you live and learn. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really have the energy to be doing all I'm doing now when I first started. And remember, I'm 230 something, 234, 232. According to DEXA scan, I was that a long time ago. But but I didn't really have the energy or effort. And I can see, how I've told you, like these last couple of days I haven't had last week or so, my appetite wasn't really up. It's draining when you don't eat. So I don't know how people are functioning and eating like 1,000 and 1,200 calories, like that little bit, because I would be struggling to go to Pilates. I would be struggling to do a lot of things. So I got to eat. And that's the reason why my journey is slow and steady, because I'm making myself eat. Let's see. Okay, let me go down, go down, go down. So quick with strength training to prepare. Okay, let me see. Did I read that? So quick with strict training to prepare for a possible plateau. Yes, 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 yes. Dee Dee, you are cracking me up and bringing me so much joy tonight. Yes, yes, yes. I'm glad you were okay with my impression. I'm going to take that as you were okay with it. Oh, yes, yes, yes. What did Nicole say? Oh, my twin. Yes, Taisha. And we don't hear very much about the different responders, which clears up why there should be zero comparison. Yes, yes, yes. People are saying true, true, and true. Absolutely. It is really the thief of joy. Yes, yes, yes. I used to say for real, all the time. Love it, love it, love it. Makes me want to do some research. I don't know what you're talking about. Um, Mia says mine has definitely been an up and down journey, but so worth it. My arms are bat winging, but I take it. I can see definition starting. I have bat wings too. My daughter loves like feeling this part of it, and I have that too. And you know what? It'll be what it'll be. You can't worry about that. To me, if I want my bat wings to be like what do you call it? Tighter. I'm just wearing a tight shirt. Around my arms or something. I don't know. I'm not going to really worry about it, but geez, oh man, I wish it was tightened up. And, I'm hoping. I've seen people who have arms like mine and then they lost whatever the weight they needed to lose or wanted to lose. And then they don't look as bad. Like it looks like it goes kind of in. And these people aren't even working out like or that's what they say. They're not even working out like that. So, Kim, there is hope. We got to think of India Irie. There is hope. It doesn't take us something to smile, something, 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 but you better thank God for that. Remember that India Irie song? I love her. Where is India Irie? Where is she? She's like been missing in action. Okay, yes, let's see. Where are we at? Okay, let's go to another one. Oh, here's one. Oh, I really want to hear what you guys are gonna say. If you had to pick one, would you rather have nausea or constipation? You only can pick one. Um, I'm gonna pick constipation. I'm sorry, I can't do that and being sick. Mm-mm-mm. No, 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 ma'am. Mia, you are doing well. You're another one that had that over 100-pound loss. I mean, that's like in that you're going in the 100-pound Hall of Fame. I had the energy. I just didn't know the importance of it. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people, that's why we keep talking about it so much. Mia is saying Darium is such a great support. He is. Taisha and I'm witnessing the various variations amongst my friend group on different and same GLP-1s, and it's mind blowing. Yes, yes, yes. I would have to agree with that. She said, check out Darium's comparison detox. It's great for all of 2025. Okay, Darium, you have to share that. Where do we find it? I hit a plateau. I only lost 0.3 ounces in 2 weeks. Okay, okay. So, but I wouldn't say, yeah, That's not a plateau because you wouldn't have lost at all. You wouldn't have lost at anything at all. But that is a little bit of weight. Are you still doing all the things? What changed? Did you keep everything the same? WB, what's going on? What's going on? Are you exercising? I'm sure you're doing all the things. If you're all doing all the things, I always just say tweak something and see what happens, right? If you're in a calorie deficit, you could tweak something with that. If you're exercising, you could add more to that, like a little bit, right? Not a whole lot. But just tweak something. Are you sleeping? Like, what is going on? And then if your hormones, we all know this. If it's your hormones, you're just gonna have to, maybe wait that out, treat it with something. Try some different things. When I say hormones, wait that out. I think that's a conversation like for your doctor. How you're going to deal with your hormone situation that you can't control. It's just like a natural thing that's going to happen to our bodies. So I think talking with the doctor and seeing, rule things out first and then, and tweak. Just make sure it's like not anything medical, I would say. Hey friends, I found a solution for my arms until I don't see where she finished that thought. Okay, we'll come back. All right, Darium, he wants everybody to win and feel supported. Mia says, I bought a tight arm little stuffer type tight jacket. Oh, okay. I think that's good. I think that compression, I'm gonna have to ask Derek. I think there has to be something to that. It makes sense to me. All right, so if you had to pick between one or the two, and Darian said the fact that you're losing is great. Yeah, nobody, it reminds me of how I say, Darian, when I used to go to Weight Watchers and see that 0.2. It's like you worked hard. You don't want to see a 0.2, a 0.3. But we know on these weight loss journey streets, you got to just take it. You got to take it and just keep it moving, keep doing all the things, and it's going to come off. Right, so let's go. We have constipation, nausea, constipation, nausea, constipation. She says, hi, Dee Dee and friends. Glad not everyone is on that cruise. Yes, we're here. But we have people from the cruise that are still in here. So they're still participating. We love that. Felicia says constipation. Nausea, the doctor gave you some pills for it. Okay. Now they say for nausea, that Zofran is what, you could get a prescription for that. They say that knocks it right out. I haven't had to use that. Constipation. Okay. I can't bring myself to pick either. None of the above. And no, if you had to pick one, because I know you experienced it in your lifetime. I know you're not experiencing it on this journey, but in your lifetime, what would you choose? Let's see. Constipation. Oh, I'm so sick of that. So you say, give me another side effect. I'm sick of this one. Okay, so Pam is saying the solution for her arms. Let's see. I found those workout sleeves that also say they are for UV and cooling sleeves, and they only have a little tip, not a full shirt. I wear it under your short sleeves. Okay, yeah. So it sounds like some kind of compression is going to be good. That's why I was saying that. All right, very good. Let's see. Thanks for sharing that. Dee Dee, I don't want either, so I'm not going to choose one. I have irritable bowel syndrome. I think that's what it is, and it is no joke. I don't want it. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Okay. He says, I don't want it. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. You take Zofran for the nausea. I don't need no bowel problems. I know that's right. You don't want that either. But if I had to, I would go with that constipation. I hate feeling sick. It's so terrible. I can't even function. I noticed the sleeves on people who are working out, and I bought them on Amazon. And I can't tell you and you can't tell I have the flappy arms. Okay, very good. Very good. I like that. All right, that makes sense too, that would work. Definitely constipation, although I'm lucky I don't have either. Okay, I'm having my back is itching again. Okay. Pam says, in the winter, I was wearing compression shorts with long sleeves, but yes, they are These are thin material that is cooling. Okay, so you're not hot. Okay, all right, very good. I would take the nausea maybe. Okay, I'll lose more weight. Well, you're gonna lose with constipation too, though, if you're going. It's just one end or another. Jeez, Louise, you are welcome. Okay, okay. Constipation, constipation. Okay, instead of the nausea. Me too, me too. Sandy! Hey, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful Sandy. How are you? All right, so we're doing a little this or that. Pam says, when I started Mounjaro, my doctor gave me Zofran, but I didn't need it. I'll choose constipation. Not okay. All right, you didn't want to take the Zofran. Okay, so you choose constipation. Okay, all right, very good, very good. Sandy is in the house. Okay, so that one, I feel like more people said, did more people say constipation? I don't know. That was like a toughie. I can't tell. Okay. Mel is asking WV if she said you got this. Do you believe you're eating enough, especially protein? Good question. Okay, all right, very good. And Sandy is going with constipation. Okay, so this next one, I think I don't know, that was like a tough one. It was a lot of nausea, constipation. That was a tough one. If somebody has figured out who had the most, let me know. What about this one? Ooh, would you like to take? Now let's say they did the same thing. Simply Taisha said constipation one. Still can't choose. Both are equally awful to me. All right, this next one. Okay, wait a minute. WV says the meal B. I would say I get about 90 to 100 grams a day. Okay, all right. All right, that's decent, especially if you're not doing a bunch of strength training, working out hard. Okay, this next one. I'm going to give a caveat. And if you're watching at home, you think about this too, because we're going to have some choices to make in the next year or two with this whole situation. So would you rather take a weekly injection or a daily pill? And let's assume they do the same thing. Don't say, oh, the injection is going to make me lose faster. We're assuming all things equal. So however much weight you can lose with the pill, you can also lose with this injection. All things being equal, which one would you choose? Which one would you choose? Which one would you choose? If you are on that cruise, do a conga line. Do a conga line. I'm going to put mine in the chat. I'm going to do a, now remember, they're the same. They're the same. They're the same. You get the same results. Bam. Do a conga line. Do a conga line. I'm learning so much about you guys with these questions. Love it, love it, love it. You know, it's funny, Mel. I always rhyme in class and I sing and rap, and the kids think I'm a good rapper. I can make things rhyme quick, but I don't know if I would be a good rapper in general. Okay, let's see. What are you guys saying? This is so interesting. Fascinating. Fascinating. All right, all right. Geez, Louise, time goes by when you're having fun. Okay. Constipation, definitely when I saw that. Okay, so let's see. What are people doing? Let's start with Mary. Mary Lynn, Elizabeth. Mary is saying weekly. Male, we know the injection. Okay, so the injection, weekly injection, weekly. Geez, Louise, weekly. You guys would. Oh my goodness. Oh, she said, okay, Kim. Okay, Kim, we're gonna come back to that. I take enough vitamins as it is. Oh, I see. And I do too. A lot of supplements. Yeah, yeah. So that's why I chose that, because I figure, Mary, I could just put that with the rest of my stuff and keep it moving. That's why I chose it. Oh my gosh, weekly. Oh, Mel. Oh, Mel. Yes, I'm cruising tonight, Mel. I don't mind the injection. Okay, all right. And so you guys saw what I said. I'm going with the pill, injection, weekly injection, says Bellflower. Okay, weekly injection. Oh, Lakeisha came for the win with the weekly injection. Weekly injection. Okay, I adjust. Forget to take my. Yeah, that's true. You know what? It is a little different. Now, I have forgotten to take my injection the one day, and I just took it up. I got up in the morning and took it instead of at night. All right. A weekly injection. Bev, I'm laughing at you saying pill, please. Injections. You said I can't remember to take my daily pills now. Lord knows if I had to take a daily. You said if everything was exactly the same, you would still choose a weekly injection over a daily pill. Okay, okay, all right, okay, all right. You said a pill if it works the same. Okay. Weekly, I hate pills. I got pregnant. Oh, you said I forgot to take the pill. Now he's 13 years old. I'm gonna have to give you some confetti on that one. That was clever. Dun, 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 dun. Love it, love it, love it. That made me chuckle. I love that. I love that. Bam, I didn't take anything. I did not. Oh, that is funny. She said, what are you on? Jeez, Louise. Liquid absorbs into the body quicker. Yes, yes, yes. But remember, we're saying assuming all things are equal, so you can't use that. I feel that, Darium. I realized I hadn't done my daily testosterone since Monday morning. Shaking my head. Oh my gosh, is that a pill? Is that a pill? Jeez, Louise. Trucker coming in strong. 52 watching. Give DD likes. Only 38. Yes, yes, yes. Like the video. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. What are you waiting for? Thank you for that. You said already for I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. Okay, she said journey, that'll teach you. It'd be me too. Jeez, Louise, that was hilarious. That cracked me right on up, right on up. Mel says cost will be a factor for many people. We will soon see enough. 2026 is right around the corner for that or for glipron. Jeez, Louise. Okay. You guys are funny. You said you're up to your eyeballs with the daily pen. Mel is saying, Taisha. Mel, Mel said, you can forget your GLP-1, but don't you be forgetting those hormones, Taisha. Oh, that was funny to me. Oh, Lord. Mel, you are something else. Oh, good Lord. Yes, me too. Me too. That it was too funny. Mel, what would you have done if you had left your hormones? Oh, Lord have mercy. This is a good laugh. Jeez Louise, you got me in tears over here laughing. Journey of life and then Mel with those. Oh Lord. He said, Mel, I hope the pills will be less costly. Many pills are expensive. The Jardians, are they expensive? Jeez, Louise, that commercial, I just love that commercial. As many times as we hear that commercial, they should be getting paid. It should be so much cheaper. Don't you guys, anytime you hear a commercial for GLP-1s, it's that Jardian jingle. It's like my daughter even knows it. Jeez, Louise. For someone who had needle phobia most of my life, I can't believe I voted for that. I know. Jeez Louise. Well, that just goes to show you how easy breezy it is. Oh my gosh. Taisha. Mel is going to be on you, Taisha. Don't be complaining about nothing going wrong. She's going to be like, girl, you should have packed your stuff up and been ready to go. You still seeing the injection, huh? I love that. Bellflower, I'm on week 70 and it takes me 30 minutes to push the button on the 30 minutes. Jeez, Louise. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Male to the B. Nicole, I think it's because it's so worth it. I think so too. It is. I think that's a good way to look at it. I say a little prayer too, right before Darium. Still get the eek feeling. Do you really? And I'm such a, I didn't even get on it first. I took the pill. I took Ribelsis. I actually have did I have my little Ribelsis? Here's my little Ribelsis box right here. And I took Ribelsis because I didn't want to take the injection. I took that first. I was like, okay. My doctor had brought up Ozempic, and I said, no, I'm not taking an injection. That's how afraid of it what I was. So if I had a choice, I still would go with the pill, but it just would have to be as effective. Simply Taisha, I've been rubbing, spraying. Jeez, Louise. Jeez, Louise. Oh gosh. You guys stop making me laugh. Jeez, Louise. Mel B would have bought some from the Bahamian pharmacy. Darium. Yes. Yes, I have type 2 diabetes and I manage it well. It's a little pill with the, what is it? With the something story to tell. My daughter knows this song. Oh my God, you should hear her singing it. I'm gonna have to record her one day. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. And you got it down pat, Darium. Jeez, Louise. Is Lauren my A1C? Well, I'll be. Yes. Taisha, I just got tickled. You know how like you get tickled and then you just keep it going like that? Journey of life started me off. And it just is staying. I think this is the funniest and most fun live I've joined yet. Yes. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. I just added some. Don't come for me, man. It's been up. Louise. Oh my goodness. Mel says she's on that cruise single and gotta be she's on top of those HRTs. Yes. So your shot date is tomorrow. Mine is tonight. After this, I'm gonna be on it. Okay, so let's do a couple more. We'll do wins and then we're gonna be out of here. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Okay, so Taisha, she says you could borrow some of mine. Just saying. Taisha's like, let me put this on before I run into Mel tomorrow. Mel's gonna be on it. Yes, a little pill with a big story to tell. I love that. She says, Kim J, hey, just kidding. Y'all get jokes. Yes. I have loads of it. Just forgot to put it on yesterday. Reminder on my phone. It's Darius. Jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll do a couple more. We'll do the wins and then we're out of here. So, okay. All right, let's see. Oh, this is a good question. Would you give up? Now, this is going to be probably easy for Taisha, but everybody else might struggle with this, or maybe not. Would you give up? You only can choose one or the other, dairy or bread. Are you giving up dairy? Or are you giving up bread? I don't know. I think most people are going to say, I'm going to say, What are you guys giving up? I put mine in the chat. Bam. What are you giving up? Dairy or bread? Ooh. Kim, I just read your message about her stay ready so you won't have to get ready and miss your man. I love that. Oh, what are you guys saying? She said, Mel says, Lord help Darian. And I'm leaving that up there. That is too funny. Let me put this up here. Lord help Darian. That is too funny. Oh gosh. Yes. Would you rather, if you had to give up something, would it be no dairy or no bread? Which one is it? Ooh, Mel said easy. Okay, okay. All right, so what are you guys saying? No dairy or no bread? This or that? Okay, so Mary says bread, Darian bread, Downsizing Diva says dairy, Real Journal Talk with V says dairy, Ed says Sandy. Okay, so Kim, I read that. Dairy, okay, dairy, another dairy. Oh, all right. Bread, I am not a bread eater, so that was your easy choice. Okay, very good. Bread, bread, bread. Dairy. Okay. Easy. Dairy. Dairy, says Lakeisha. You're giving up dairy, says Bev. Okay, Tangi, you're saying both. Normally I don't accept both, but you're saying I'm lactose intolerant and not a bread fan. Now, if we're talking about rice or tortillas, that's probably a different story, huh? Bread, I can still have tortillas as a substitute. Okay, all right. If you had to choose one, would you give up? Oh, he repeated the question. Okay. Bread. She says dairy. Of course, Taisha is saying no dairy. Mel says, I like my whole brains. You meant grains, I think. Okay. All right. You were in Wisconsin. Yes. Wisconsin is the dairy state. Could never give up dairy. LOL. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. That was one of my last social study lessons talking about Wisconsin, the dairy state. Okay, all right. Don't make me quit cheese. Yes, yes, yes. You would have to give up those cheese. Okay, all right, Mel. We even knew what you meant. Okay, all right. You gave up your whole brain a long time ago. Okay, what about ooh, how about this? Tracking every meal or intuitive eating. Intuitive eating is, and I don't, you can get the formal definition, but basically intuitive eating means, you just have an idea of what you're eating. You're not really keeping track of it. I'm going to look up the formal definition for all you fancy smancy folks. So let me see. Intuitive eating. I remember I interviewed Mindy Peterson. Do you guys know who Mindy Peterson is? So you might want to check out that interview. She was like the second person I interviewed ever. And she talked about intuitive eating. So it means you're eating when you're hungry and you're stopping when you're full, and you're letting go of the guilt or rules around the food. It's about building a healthy relationship with food, your body, and yourself. Okay, all right. So you reject the diet whole mentality, you honor your hunger. Jeez Louise. How about that? Which I think, this medication kind of has you doing that, I believe, right? I do. I think so. So so would you rather be an intuitive eater or would you rather be the tracker? Tracking every meal. This is interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Bell flour. Yeah, I do love a good sour cream cheese, yogurt. Yes, and I'm not a fan of yogurt. I've embraced it on this journey to get more protein in. But the protein shakes, now that's the one thing I would hate to give up. Any dairy, I could just do it. But the protein shakes, that kind of, satisfies me. Let's see. Mel, you already don't like dairy. Baby loves her. So you want to track every meal. I'm on day 400. It's Darium. Yes, yes, yes. He's tracking. You track for 461 days. Jeez Louise. I'm going to give you some confetti. Let's give him some confetti. Let's give him some confetti. I love that. Oh, right. All right. All right. All right. Yes, you know what? We had some GLP-1 stars in here, and I feel like everybody is good at their own thing. So I'm gonna, we had a group in charge of the tracking. We're putting you at the head of the class. We're putting you on the tracking committee. That's excellent, excellent, excellent. Jeez, Louise. All right, now intuitive eating before diligently tracking calories to ensure I was eating enough. Yes, that's from our expert in maintenance, our maintenance friend, Simply Taisha. All right, I love that. Very good. I would say track for sure, but the goal is to be an intuitive eater. Yes, because if you're an intuitive eater, you're pushing back when you're hungry, right? You're reading your body cues. You know when you're hungry, you know when you need to stop. And that's one thing about these GLP-1s that I love, WV, is, I don't feel stuffed. I used to eat till I was like stuffed and like kind of miserable. And now I push away before I get to that point. And I just love that feeling. And, I can't remember the last time. Well, I can. It was February, probably 16 of last year, that I woke up feeling stuffed. Like I haven't woke up feeling stuffed and like still full. Have you guys ever eaten so much or felt that feeling of like when you wake up, you still feel full in an uncomfortable kind of way? Like I used to do that, and I haven't had that feeling, and that's a great feeling. Oh, geez, Louise, I'm gonna give myself some confetti for that. Yes, yes, yes. Go, Dee Dee. Go, Dee Dee. I love that. That is such a good feeling. You guys just don't know. Like that's just great. All right. Let's see. You probably do know because I'm sure some of you can relate to that. Intuitive eating, okay. Tracking the meals. Bev wants to track. Okay, tracking every meal, tracking. Intuitive eating. Okay. That is amazing for Darian. She said, I can't stay consistent past 7 days. Intuitive. Sandy says no tracking for her. No, ma'am. Intuitive eating for 100. I track a lot of days, but I don't like it. It's too much. Yes, yes, yes. As much as I hate it, I do the tracking. I can intuitive eat my way into some junk food really quickly. Okay, all right. Thanks for sharing, being honest about that. I do, however, take pictures of every single meal I eat. Yes, yes, yes. Simply Taisha, we got to give you some confetti every single meal. Yes, yes, yes. Jeez, Louise. So you and Darian can head up that committee. Okay, all right. I love it. Anytime we want to get an investigative committee going on this food and the tracking, we got two people that have been doing it consistently. I absolutely just love that. Okay. No tracking for Tammy. I can intuitively eat. I would still be eating breakfast, right? You can't intuitively eat. I'm sorry. You would still be eating breakfast right now. Okay. All right. Okay. Very good. I'll eat when I'm hungry. Okay. Very good. Intuitive eating. Slims and Jamaican. That's impressive, Darren. That is impressive. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to go down to. Oh, Mary says, I love tracking in my daily weight loss journal, tracking exercise, my shots, feelings, my daily weight. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. I love that you're tracking like that. Nice, Darium. I'm a tracker, but I eat intuitively. I just put it in the tracker. Very good. Very good. And I would say, me too. And my meals are kind of planned out. And so when I don't eat that way, that's when I have a lot of work to do because I have to go back and just delete. I'm just copying my meals. It's like easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So for the week, I made some salmon and I've just been eating the salmon. And I think I have one piece left. I had enough for 5 days, but my daughter ate a piece tonight. She loves salmon too. So yeah. Geez, Louise. Okay, Darium, I love them. They are currently my new. Oh, okay, your new tech. Okay, very good. You are a tech queen. I'll have to call you when I buy this fine computer. Darium, what tracking system do you use? Darium is the president of the tracking committee. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we're gonna Great tracking skills. Okay, okay. Tia, Darian said you're burning off a bunch of calories, running constantly. Don't you feel? And I feel like she's always running too, right? She's in those different 401k, 3K, 10K. Geez, Louise, I said 401k. That's where I need to be with my retirement. Why did I say Tia 401k? That is too funny. So you use a free version of MyFitnessPal. Okay, all right, all right. All right. I used to binge so much to the point. So I do too. Let me go back and say that. But I'm going to try something new. Like I told you guys, I'm going to bring it to, maybe on Sunday I'll be ready. I've been saying I'm going to bring it to the group and I'm just behind the 8 ball. I used to binge so much to the point that food was all tasting the same. So glad I haven't did that in months. Okay, very good. Very good. Oh man, so you said the food was tasting the same. Well, good for you. Let's give you some confetti. Let's give you some confetti. Very good. Some habits are hard to break, so good for you for, doing that. All right, Tammy says, happy to share my stall finally broke after 2 months. Okay, all right, very good. Let's give her some confetti. Very good. Love that. It finally broke after 2 months. I'm glad you were patient with that too. I can't even imagine. That 2 straight months. Geez Louise, I would have went crazy with the 0.2. Thank you, Kim. People are saying congrats to Tammy. Way to go, Darium. I try, only last 2 weeks doing it. Okay, thank you. People are saying thank you and congratulations. Go, Tammy. Go, Tammy. You've had to share your process. You'll have to share. Oh, sounds like a nice comprehensive journal. Yes, 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 it really does. Thanks, Taisha. She says she forgot you were on the cruise. Thanks, Grace. Let's see. You got it from Amazon. It's called Hello New Me Food and Exercise Journal. Each journal tracks 90 days. Okay, very good. Thanks for sharing that. Don't get it twisted. I'm not a runner. That's why there's a video every time I do. Okay, very good. Very good. All right, people are saying thank you. Is anybody else celebrating any wins? And then, if you're a content creator, I want you guys to drop your the mic in the chat so I could, give you guys a shout out before we get off this live. Anybody else celebrating anything? Let's see. Okay. Is anybody else celebrating anything? Let me know. Let me know. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Harjareen. Yes, yes, yes. Go check out her channel. Go check out the Real Journal Talk with V. And I believe Harjareen, are you on Mounjaro? And I think the Real Journal Talk is on Zepbound. And I know Miss Linda is on Zepbound too. She's making some fabulous drinks over there. Very good. You're celebrating being on the cruise. Yes, yes, yes. The downsized cruise. I love that. I love that. Linda's journey. Yes, yes, yes. Celebrating traction on the channel. Many in this chat tonight. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, we've been I've been over there checking you out. Now these last 1 or 2, because you just dropped a video here recently, I haven't been able to comment, but I was explaining to Kim, as busy as I am, it's a wonder I can even do anything and watch anything besides my own stuff. So I'm going to be coming around, making some rounds. When I say watching my own stuff, I mean editing it and getting it together, So, so I'm trying to comment as I can, but I'm watching videos. I'm just not able to comment as much. I said I was just going to start putting like some, like a like or something, a love. But I hate to do that. I like to comment, but that's okay. It's all right. You're on Zepbound. Okay, Zepbound. And Zepbound and Mounjaro really is the same thing, but okay. Zepbound is margarine. Okay, very good. Tia is Zepbound, Healthy Spirit Podcast. Okay. You have been trying new foods and going outside your comfort zone, and it's been really nice. All right, very good. Taisha, I love that. That is a hard thing to do, especially for you, because I know you're a creature of habit. So we're going to give you some confetti. Let's give her some confetti. Confetti. I love that. All right, very good, very good, very good. Ooh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Darium says, I have to go back and comment on some videos. I've been playing them as I was driving. Yes, and I do that all the time. I do that all the time. I'm, driving in my car and doing that all the time. Mary says, yes, I love writing in my journal versus an app, but you should download My Fitness Pal too. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. Yes, Miss Linda's she's making things over there. I finally made it to my 170s. Yes, 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 yes. Let's give her some confetti. Nice job, Kim. Good for you. Kim J's Healthy Sweet Life. Go check out that channel over there too and see what she's cooking up. She's doing a lot of cooking on her channel. I love that. It's Darium, so you can relate to me because, and now since school has been out, my school, I've had this fan on the whole time and not really using this Hello Kitty. Let me turn her off. She's on the charger, so she's doing all right. But I haven't what was I saying? I haven't really been on my been able to watch for as long because my drive now to my daughter's summer camp is much shorter. But yeah, so good job, Darium. You're a supporter, so we love that. Wait, how is today Wednesday already? Delilah, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. How are you? She said, I'm going to catch the replay. Kim says, let me provide clarity. I've dropped to the 170s a few weeks ago, but I went right back up to 180s now, and you have stayed in it. Okay, very good. Very good. I love that. I love that. You were there, you came back up. That's why we know this weight loss journey is not linear. It's going to be some ups and downs. And the funny thing is, as a content creator, I feel like the moment you say, I'm down a certain amount and you go back up, it's like, daggone it. I just reported that I lost these pounds. So, it's just all in the process of it all. I think, we just have to, we just have to go with it. We have to go with it. Okay, all right. So I want to tell you guys, anybody else saying they're celebrating things, don't stop believing. I saw that. Geez, Louise, Delilah. All right, very good. Congratulations to everyone in the chat for their wins. I agree. I love it. You guys are awesome. Kim also conquered her fear of going live during the June of 2025 challenge. Thank God. Yes. Any of us that are conquering fears, I think that's awesome. I mean, because, fears is, something that we all have to get over. And it might not be, yours could be the live and mine could be, skydiving, bungee jumping, or putting on a swimsuit. Any of those things, you have it built up in your mind that it's difficult. It's just difficult, right? So congratulations to you. Very good. All right. So I want to remind you guys, don't forget about my collaboration with Allie. I mean, geez, Louise, I think this is the collab that you guys did not know that you needed. We had a great time. Remember I said, I have 2 thumbnails out. So I see it's showing the one, but we have 2 thumbnails out. Allie has lost 123 pounds. Geez, Louise. And watch the whole interview and watch the end. Because in the end, I asked her some tough question, I think. Well, no, it really wasn't a tough question. Something I always wanted to know about her at the beginning. And then at the end, you got to listen to the end of it. It's really, really insightful. So I thank you guys for joining me. We've been on here for 1 minute and 58 seconds. I love that. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? I want to say thanks again to Slams in the Making for the super chat. I love that. I'm going to put that towards my new computer. I got to get a new computer to hold all these lives and everything I'm doing. You know, if you guys remember, I have been saying, if you guys remember, I have been saying that, I don't, the StreamYard, the data of it all, I'm running out of storage. And come to find out, it's just my computer is an old computer. So that's eventually the route I'm going to have to go. It's just buy a new computer. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. If you're on that cruise, thank you, ladies, for joining us. Mindy was in here. Mindy's out. She's probably on that cruise doing the cha-cha slide. I don't know, listening to jazz or something this late at night. But I want to thank you guys for coming. Kirsten's Memories. Are you enjoying that cruise? Oh, I bet you are. Yes, yes, yes. Wait a minute, Bev. The last time you put your thing at the end, I didn't read it, so I got to read it. First weigh in, Zepbound. You were down 1.3 pounds. You weigh in again tomorrow. Keep me in your prayers. Yes, 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 Beverly. And we've been playing phone tag, so we'll have to catch up, making sure you're okay. I love that, love that, love that. Okay, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Love you guys. You guys make my Wednesdays. Have a good night. See you on Friday. Bye.